Good morning. Well, do I have something to talk about with you? It is Sunday, May 3rd, and the sun is shining and the hummingbirds are flourishing around my feeders. Last night was a feeding frenzy like no tomorrow. So I read up on why they feed just before they roost in a frenzy, and it is quite interesting. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is the sun. I am a sun worshiper, as you can tell. Any bit of sun and I'm in it. But the problem is I have had several very bad burns in my life because of that. And back in the day, we didn't use sunscreen, we used baby oil. So I am covered in precancerous cells and cancer cells. So I'm treating a basal cell carcinoma on my nose. I had one removed here, and that is why my lip is garbled. There's the scar. I've got one more forming here that I'm using my chemo cream. I've got chemotherapy cream. It's called Effudix, and that's what I'm using on my nose. I've had cancers removed from my chest, my abdomen, my shin, my back. I've got a huge hole in my back right where my mom's memorial tattoo is. I've got one gaping hole right there from a squamous cell. And the squamous cell, I've only had one of those, but they're very aggressive. So they have to go very deep and quite a bit around to make sure they have it all. I have been getting treated for skin cancers since 2019, just before I met Tom. My daughter made me go, and thank God she did, because the one on my arm was very aggressive. So I do not have melanoma at this point in my life, but I do have a ginger, and he's got several moles on his back that I would like him to go get checked. A girlfriend of mine, also a ginger, just had melanoma surgery. It got into her lymph nodes from a mole. And one of my very good friends, Patrick, also suffers from melanoma. He is also a ginger. So please, 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 if you have not had your moles screened, my daughter has some moles that need attention as well, and or your skin after, especially if you're my age. I was born in 1962. What the fuck? I'm ancient. But anyways, but also I want to touch on this, and this is not something your dermatologist will discuss because they promote sunscreen like crazy, which I do too, but not the marketable stuff that's in all the grocery stores. Hawaiian Tropic was my fave, but it's not good for you because of the chemicals that are in it. The O's, anything that starts with O's is not good. So I'm going to attach a product from my company, but I just discovered that they had it. So I just ordered my very first one. Shackley is the company that I represent, as y'all know, for my liquid collagen and skincare. And they bought out Modair, and thank God they did, because they've kept the collagen because it's such a good product. It's been patented, and they hired the two top researchers who developed that patented formula. So I'm going to attach the Shackley mineral sunscreen. It's SPF 30, and it is free of all the bad things that you don't want your skin to absorb. Now, anything that is free of these chemicals is not as cheap or as inexpensive because it costs money to be healthy, as we've all discovered in our food. And they're making it more and more expensive for you to grow your own food and or protect your skin. I have one girl that supplies tallow-based sunscreen. My daughter started making tallow-based sunscreen as well. But I find I burn with that. And because my skin already has cancer, I'm not messing around with burning. So I just can't stop watching the hummingbirds. I'm just addicted. Anyways, so I'm going to attach a screenshot, and the link is in my bio for the sunscreen that I am now going to give a go from my own company. But if you want another alternative, I will give you that. I'm not about, this is a good alternative. It is available at Shoppers Drug Mart. It's a Canadian company as well, manufactured and made in Grand Prairie, Alberta. It is called Sunthera 3, and it is also free of, let me tell you, the names of the O's that aren't good. I mean, the big O is good, but not this O. All right, let's get serious, shall we? Because I want to provide some skincare options for you, and sunscreen at this time of year is very important. I just ordered some. I'm trying them all. So I did try this. My husband doesn't care for it. I don't know why. He doesn't believe all the conspiracy theories that the O chemicals cause problems. Anything that you put on your skin is absorbed in 30 seconds because it is an organ. It is a living, breathing organ, obviously, because we're alive. I'm so scientific. Anyways, it is the oxybenzone and octinoxide. Those ones you don't want in your sunscreen, okay? So, Sunthera 3, if you want a less expensive option at Shoppers Drug Mart. My link for the Shackley product, and the reason I like it is it's actually cheaper when it comes to some of the other name brand O-free sunscreens available, mineral sunscreens they call them. You get 118 mils of mine as opposed to 90 mils of the other for double the price. So because I want to try everybody's products and compare them to the one that I hawk, I ordered Green Beaver. It's very expensive, but I ordered 2 of them and one for my kids, my grandkids, to try those out, as well as I ordered one of my own, and I have given this a go. This is what I'm wearing today. So if you have someone in your area that makes the tallow base, they usually use zinc oxide, and that's what Australians and New Zealanders have been using for years, is zinc oxide. Problem is it doesn't go clear very easily. And if you get the ones that do go clear, instead of white all over your body, making you look like a ghost, they aren't as protective. So you have to keep reapplying. All right, so that's my lecture of the day. Go to my link in my profile and search in the shop menu for sunscreen. And the mineral-based sunscreen will come up, and it is cheaper than what you can get online with the Green Beaver and the Tanit. Tanit is another Canadian one that I've also ordered. I'm just trying them all just so I have, something to go on. So give those a go, cover up your skin, be safe, go to the dermatologist, get your skin checked, because if you've got something that looks like eczema and it scabs over, then heals, scabs over, then heals, but never goes away, have it checked. Because that's what I had for 10 years. My GP told me it was eczema and gave me a steroid cream, which actually accelerated the growth of the cancer. So by the time I got it removed, it was the size of a loonie. And 10 years, my doctor misdiagnosed it as eczema when it was, in fact, cancer. So go get your skin checked, people, and be safe out there. Peace.